Welcome back, my friends, to TFT Hyper Roll with Autarch, and as we are exploring the RNG element of this season, yeah, this video is going to fit perfectly. This one starts with, of course, a Sentinel, this time with Fortune Duelist and Arcanist. So we're going to go ahead and roll through the first set of augments. Really not sure exactly how we're going to go with this. Usually well-fed is an automatic take for me, but since I'm going to be going Arcanist, at least I feel that I am because there's an Arcanist emblem, I decide not to and just go with the healing augment. And I'm not sure which way to go in this one. Fortune is kind of tricky because you need 2 emblems in order to get to the 7, which is what you really need to make that work. Duelist, I could work with that, but I've not found Duelist itself to be effective, but somehow I win this first round. And let the luck continue, as I am just throwing stuff together right now because I'm not exactly sure what I'm going to do. I'm not getting Arcanist, I'm not getting additional fortunes yet, so I've just stuck a Darius out there and then a 1-star Rek'Sai next to Kabuko. I managed to get a Tristana in between rounds, so I'm thinking maybe some form of Fortune Duelist. I'm not a huge fan of the Fortune trait in this season, so I'm not planning to go deep into it. Again, I would need another emblem to get to 7, which is where it really matters. So with that in mind, I head into the second set of augments, planning Fortune Duelist with Tristana as my main carry, since Tristana is Fortune and Duelist. Overwhelming Force is looking pretty tempting because that will give me a bunch of Tristana items, and I brought in Volibear to be an additional frontliner as he makes a fairly decent Duelist tank. You don't have to lose streak for Fortune in Hyper Roll, but you get more luck based on your health. So when you're at high health, you're not going to get as good of rewards as you were if you're low health, so you would like to lose a little. So the current plan is to try to get to 5 Fortune by bringing in Zoe and then Annie. That will give me 5 Fortune, a pretty decent front line, and then I can fill everything out with Duelists and Arcanists. My rewards are only worth 6 gold, so when asked whether to cash out or press my luck, I'm going to go ahead and push my luck, and then it will come up with a new number of matches, which is 2, I must play before I get my next reward. One feature of 5 Fortune is that at the beginning of each player combat, you heal 1 health. So if you carry it over time, it can keep you in the game a little bit longer. This is necessary because there's no real natural synergy with Fortune, but if you happen to get one on a Sentinel, you'll be able to get more synergies while keeping the Fortune healing together. Now, it is time for the third set of augments, and here's where everything's going to go just a wee bit wacky badoodles. So we roll through because there's nothing there, and then Fortune Crest. With a Fortune Crest, we can now go to the 7 Fortune. And let's just take a look at what it does. When we put in the 7th Fortune, you get set luck, festival every single turn no matter what, so your rewards are going to start skyrocketing. And while your initial synergy is going to absolutely suck, it doesn't matter because if you can see now, I have 10 gold worth of rewards. Watch what happens after this round. It goes to 40. Then we have Decision Time, which is cash out or press your luck. Given my current health and that I'm healing every round, I'm going to press it again, even though we get just a couple of rewards, and it gives us a 1-player round before our next cash out. Win, lose, draw doesn't matter in this round at all because we're in no danger of going out. Like I said, we're healing 1 round and we're going to get additional rewards on top of the already 40 gold worth of rewards that we had. So we lose, now we're up over 70. And this time, when we're asked whether we want to press our luck or cash out, we're going to cash out and take the 70. But because we're now at 7, we're going to get a lot of stuff. And I'm not going to subject you to opening every anvil, but we got Virtue of the Martyr, we've got a Spirit Visage that went on Annie, we got the Sniper's Mark that went on Teemo, and then just some random gifts here and there, including a 2-star Silas, which allowed us to do a lot of rolling, which has now gotten us to a 2-star Annie we can put in next round. And then, to be honest, In large part because it's hyper roll, it's going to get very confusing to play because you're getting a cash out every round, which includes lots of stuff you then need to go through. Now, between the rewards and the annoying encounters, it gets a little hard to manage, and you can see I didn't roll through much of the gold I had access to. However, we do have a 2-star Annie now with a Spirit Visage, Trickster Glass, and Sunfire Cape, and she's pretty much going to allow us to win. And each win is going to come with significant enough rewards that it's worth cashing out for. So you pretty much are just going to keep following this pattern of cash out, get artifact or some amazing bonus, and then try to get yourself set for the next round. And of course, we're continuing to heal 1 health each fight, which is keeping us out of the range of being in desperate danger of going out. But our team is just getting progressively stronger as I'm finally able to roll through most of the gold and use all of the items. And it does feel a little bit similar to the grand prize that we had in the previous set. However, there, to me, it felt like more of an achievement when you made it because you had to accumulate the damage through a lot of strategy. Here, it was just RNG that got us the right champions at the right time. And now, with the 7 Fortune, 4 Arcanists, 4 Duelists, and now 2 Porcelain, this team is going to be really, really difficult to beat. I find Annie is absolutely relentless as a tank, probably one of the best in the game right behind Kabuko, just because Kabuko can get up to 10,000 health. But Annie with a Spirit Visage, yeah, she's gonna be really hard to take down because she heals just from burning people, and then if you have a Spirit Visage, she's also gonna heal based on health, which is increased thanks to the Spirit Visage. And with that, we are into the top 4 and continuing to cash out. And you can see kind of how confusing this all ends up getting as you're going, since you have a very limited time to go and a lot to do. As we get to the end of the NPC round, we're finishing opening up our anvils, where we end up with a Void Spawn and an Eternal Winter. We get also the items from the round itself, which just go ahead and get a Gargoyle Stone Plate for Galio so he can draw people in. We now have a 2-star Lysandra with a Mana Zane, and now a 2-star Lysandra with an additional one sitting on the bench in danger of going to 3 stars, along with the danger of going to a 3-star Annie. And remember, we are still healing 1 health each round, so it gets harder and harder to knock us out. We're in no danger of going out here. If we win this fight, we'll go up to 11, and then next fight up to 12, which would mean 2 rounds to knock us out. But our team with this many items, yeah, it's just gonna be difficult. And we are now down to the 1v1, and just I find this particular cash out amusing because it gives me another Fortune emblem, then a spatula, just, you know, why not? And at this moment, I thought I had everything locked down, but this is an Umbral Reaper team. So they have Reapers on it that are going to do a lot of bleed damage, and then an Elune in the corner that can absolutely execute people, and it's here at 20%. So if they get below 20% health, they are in danger of going down completely. I thought we had it, but Elune said, nope, you're all gone. Now, it's time to cash out. We are only going to go up to 6 health, so at the beginning of the next round, we are in danger of being knocked out. We want to roll through everything, see if we can get the gold 3-star Annie or the gold 3-star Lysandra, which would be the end of everything. No, it doesn't work out that way. We do get a shot at the 2-star Irelia, then we have to put everything in position and open the anvil. We take the Trickster Glass, but it's not going to do any good because we didn't get it on in time, and just can give Zoe a red buff. But I think the 2-star Irelia is going to help make a big difference. We are at 4 Duelists, and she has great items. We just need to knock their front line down enough that we can get to that Elune before he can take out the team. And luckily, there's enough of us left that he can't take us all out, and it's GG for everyone. So Fortune 7, yeah, if you like confusing, frantic endings, you can go for it, but you're going to need 2 emblems, so RNG. Hope you enjoyed the video, and as always, have an absolutely, absolutely awesome day.